Martha Stewart Living Radio, Sirius 112 and XM 157. Now, if you're thinking about selling your house, well, if you did it by Friday, that would be a really good thing for you. But if you can't do it by Friday, maybe you're thinking about going to the summer, that your kids are going to, have the summer off, and if you need to change schools and that kind of stuff, you should be preparing now to sell your house. So we're going to help you out right now with Taniya Nayak. Good morning to you.
How are you guys?
Very well. Now, if you're not familiar with Taniya, she is a host, I'm sure you are, of Design to Sell that you can see on HGTV, and Betsy loves you.
Yay. Oh, thank you. I love watching real estate shows. I do. I think it's fun. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. People who aren't selling their houses love watching real estate. I think it's just knowing what's out there and kind of...
Well, I like the transformation.
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that you only get $2,000.
I know.
Here's $2,000. Go. You're like, okay.
Yeah, but I'm lucky. I have $2,000 and 2 hunky carpenters too to work with.
That's true. The carpenters go along for the ride.
That can't be bad.
And I get to boss them around. So
that's better. It's like having a spouse, but with none of the extra stuff.
Right.
What do you mean extra stuff? Anyway,
you really have to follow her honey-do list. Honey, do that and do this, and then you can't hear like I'll get to it later.
And you don't have to cook for them, clean for them. It's not a bad
cook for them. Never.
God bless you. Now, I do hear that you have some really great tips, 5 to be specific, that would help add really good appeal to your house.
Yeah, and they're tips that anybody can do. So I'm not saying you have to have 2 hunky carpenters, although it never hurts. But in this case, it's something that you can pick a weekend and just go do.
Love that. Now, I was reading about you. And first of all, you've seen her everywhere. She's been on Oprah, and she's been in magazines, Cosmo, and all that stuff. So, this is a good source here. But I hear that before you even can get them in your house, because that's the thing, is that people are like, oh, bathroom, kitchen, have to do those.
Right.
Guess what, honey? If they don't want to go into your house at all, then what's the difference?
I say that all the time.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, to me, your house is...
I'm so excited.
It's my face.
Ow.
To me, your house becomes like a product. So you have to get people to just be drawn to it in the first place to get in the door so they can see the makeovers that you did for the kitchen and the bathroom.
Right.
But what do you have to do first to get them in the door? That's right.
Like what?
Okay, for example, simple things. Paint the door, give it a fresh coat of paint. Change the hardware, the doorknob. It's like the first contact you have with your house. So you want to connect with it. There's concrete paint. You could paint the walkway up, add flowers. I mean, there's so many little things, a new light fixture.
Did you know that you could pinch the concrete paint? That was my big discovery.
Acid stain,
right?
All kinds of, and it's so cool. I mean, it adds a little pop of color, freshens it up. Mulch.
Oh, Betsy was talking about mulch before you came in.
It's just labor, mostly.
Labor.
What does mulch say?
Ripping a bag open and dumping it out.
What does it say? What does it do if you lay a bag of mulch down?
It just says that you're taking care of your lawn. It freshens it up. It gives it a new look. There's red mulch, which will add a little burst of color to the front. So super easy, and it's really cheap.
Love that.
Yeah, well, we're out of money. So cheap is good.
So get a manicure before you dump
mulch is huge. Mulch is huge. Change your doorknob because that's the first contact you have. Paint your door. You have concrete paint. So these are the things. I also have a welcome mat.
Welcome mat. Fresh, clean. I mean, they're simple little things you can do, but really makes a huge difference. And also think about making your door a different color. It's good to have 3 colors. You have your basic house color, you have the shutters, and then you just need that slight pop of another color. So.
Now, if you're going to sell your house towards the summertime, should you invest the money in flowers and planting and something on the outside of the house?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that'll make a big difference.
It prettifies it.
Now, let's talk about paint, because this is big. Inside and out.
Right.
In my house, I have a couple of rooms. I'm a teenager. So she's like, I want one wall green and then the next wall blue. Now, after she's in college, if I want to sell my house, I need to paint that bad boy, don't I?
Well, I'm all for painting colors when you're living there. It's fine, but just like you said, when you're selling the house, you have to make it so that it appeals to everybody. I mean, this is common sense. We know this. For some reason, it's a daunting task for people. No one really wants to get out and do it, and they think, it's okay. Someone will walk in, and they'll just...
Well, they're going to paint anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll move in and paint.
Sometimes they do. And a lot of times they don't. I mean, I think everybody wants to walk into a house that they're just ready to move into and not have to do any work.
If it was turnkey? Probably not. Well, you would, yeah.
I know. Didn't I just hear you saying that you bought fabrics and everything?
Yeah.
And well,
old girlfriend likes to work.
There are some people that love to change everything, but you really want to keep it just soothing enough, neutral enough. And by neutral, it doesn't have to be beige. It can be green. It can be even yellows. As long as it has a set routine.
color?
Well, if it's a small space, my suggestion is, when you have the strip of paints, there's different shades.
Yeah.
So maybe try using one strip and different shades in different rooms.
Oh.
For small space, it'll help feel a little more flowing. Otherwise, just keep it toned down. Nothing bright, vibrant, no kind of crayon colors going on.
Let's say you have yucky kitchen cabinets. Can you paint them?
Absolutely. Because kitchen cabinets are so expensive that if you're going to change them anyways, give it a shot first. Give it the old heave-ho try, sand them down, paint them. You want to stick with maybe like black, navy, antique white, but use a satin finish so that you can clean it off easy. Make sure you sand it, prime it, then paint it. It takes a little work, but it is definitely worth it. You're talking a couple of $100 versus several thousand.
Wow, that's a huge difference. Now, decluttering, I hear, is also incredibly important. Why is that? Why is it when you're trying to sell your house that you should get rid of, are you getting rid of personal items? You're decluttering.
Right. I mean, it's what you were talking about, the pet smells, that kind of feeling. You want to